Hey everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We had a whole bunch of notifications that all of our work at the War Council is done. So it's time to collect the information that they've gathered, and then we will send them out on some new quests before we do our own work. So Truth or Dare, the Imperial Court is ready. Nightingale, 100 shadows to chase, heading to Lake Celestine. The nobility say it's lovely this time of year. So we got some influence from that. I am okay with it. Let's go to the Chantry remains. Some Chantry clerics were openly appreciative once Inquisition soldiers arrived at the Grand Cathedral. Without the Templars, they resorted to mercenaries to protect Chantry property from looting. Other clerics, however, fled in terror, assuming we were coming either to arrest or kill them. They are no longer a problem, and those who remain should provide valuable political support. Alright. Not bad, I guess, Cullen. Not bad. Let's go over to the Ferelden side. Reports of Andraste. We've got some gold. Interestingly, the runes are Alamari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern coast. Most curious, I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. So we got a little bit of gold from that. Now, there's not a whole lot else that we can do that hasn't been completed. I'll probably send somebody to just gather coin because it's there and it's something we can do. But we also have Red Jenny says drop and grab. So, I can make no sense in this. The Herald found her, perhaps he can advise. Cullen, a letter from Sarah follows. For your big hats, Lord, whoever says you're rubbish, her servants don't care but could, or his servants don't care but could. Drop a few things for them, they'll give Josephine a surprise, I think scrolls or something. Sarah. A scribble of heraldic symbols and directions are below, also Sarah's name 37 times. Yeah. So, the heraldry is of a minor house. Shall we instead see what the surprise might be? Potentially. We require middlemen, secure the goods in the favor of the noble. And we've no time for games. Far simpler to stop this with soldiers and find favor in this noble. I think I'm gonna send Josephine.
At your service.
I like her attitude. And then it looks like, I don't know, we might be out of things to do here. There's a couple places we need to actually travel, but let's send, probably Cullen. Have soldiers let them protect caravans, do other honest work to point.
To work?
Go for it. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so let's get to work here. We got lots to do. I'm thinking of going out to, the hinterlands to Solus's location, I believe. Is that in the hinterlands? Or does it count in here? Yeah, it's here. So measuring the veil, travel to the hinterlands with Solus. I think I'm gonna do this. Once again, I just want to thank you guys for all the support in the series. I'm having a ton of fun with it. And it's really funny reading some of your comments. Like, they genuinely make me laugh. Some of them are pretty good. Okay, let's head out this way. I guess, I mean, we could just fast travel there. That probably makes the most sense, if I'm being honest. Within here, it's over this way, which is perfect because it's right by a camp. We've got Hunger Pangs we could turn in there. The Lone Warden. Let's just travel here. So, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to take Sarah. I'm going to take... I'd like to take Vivienne, because I'd like to see what she can do. But I will take Solus for now. And then we'll take Cassandra. Varric and Vivienne can hold back for now. I just kind of want to get a feel for these guys. Solus we have to bring. So... No way for Vivienne to squeeze in, unfortunately. Liliana, she has many names. Most know her as Sister Liliana or the Nightingale. Okay. Oh, okay. Solus is floating. That's good. Oh, I didn't know we could actually just come here and change. Okay, cool. let us head out, I guess. I'll do the, I'll turn in the Hunger Pangs to this guy first, since it'll be pretty close.
Nothing to report, sir.
Not if we go this way. What do we have out here? It's... That's random. A letter in an empty home. Brythus, I know you escaped with the other mages, and I know you'll come here. Father told you that if you ever strayed, he'd put you down himself. If you're here, you know he's dead. But I'm not. I'll be killing apostates and waiting for you at Old Fennec's place to the north. I've got Father's sword and my true brothers in the Templars. Come if you're man enough.
Something worth chasing?
I don't know, Sarah. I don't know. It could be. Templars left a note for his apostate brother challenging him to a fight. Go to the location mentioned in the letter. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, it's actually not as close as I thought it was gonna be. Whoa, sorry guys, nobody needs to get all nutty.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, yeah.
It's only because of all the crappy terrain that's making it further away.
What did I tell you?
Mages, Templars, bandits, demons, making it hard for a man to hunt for his supper.
Well, I've got you covered.
Yes, maybe this will help. It more than helps. With this, I can fill these hungry bellies, give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition, but no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong.
I think you may have been wrong. Maybe a little bit of judgment there. Everybody leveled up, so that's pretty cool. Let's go in and see what we have available. So Sarah... Let's see, what could we go into here? Leaping shot, you dive out of trouble and fire a hail of arrows at the enemies we're trying to close with you. I like that. I like that. You fire a powerful shot that explodes on impact, damaging enemies around your target. Number of hits, 2. 100% weapon damage. Both good. I think this one gets her out a bit of trouble, and does a little bit of damage. Now, with Solus, I guess we could continue down the winter path. We could give him Fade Step, a little bit of evasion. It's not a terrible idea, actually. Or we could do Wall of Ice. Keep enemies at bay? Yeah, that sounds awesome. Actually sounds really cool. Cassandra. So, I did something kind of goofy here, and I know I could respec her, and I might end up doing that down the road. But, I gave her a two-handed weapon when I've been expending most of her, points into, like, weapon and shield. So, I should probably switch her back, honestly. What else do we have available? We've got Battle Master, which had the grappling chain, which is awesome. After grappling chain drags an opponent to you, stun with a hard kick. Really good stuff. You attack target. Let's actually grab that, because that grapple is really nice to have, I think. Okay. And then if we take a look at her weapons... Maybe instead of two-handing this, we could give her the hand hammer again. And the shield, no. We could give her the Griffin shield. Just because it makes most sense with what we've done for her. What is this about? So easy to get distracted out here because there's like so many things to do. If this is nearby, I'll go and I'll pick it up and see what they want. I don't know that it will be nearby though. No, I think it's gonna have to wait. Solus, let's get to work. I know you've been extremely patient with me. Where's my crew? Okay, good.
Good luck out there.
Thank you. Okay, so we've discovered the East Road.
Bandits ahead!
Yeah, these guys are not gonna survive for long. Wow!
Easy,
Yeah,
right? Too easy. Piss.
When we get all of our guys to focus on a target, it actually is pretty powerful. Enhanced grappling chain ring. Increase ability damage by 30. Yes, that is like so crucial for her. I don't know how I skipped her the first time. What could I remove from her? The strength, I think, makes sense. Enhanced block and slash and counter strike. Let's remove that one. Give her the grappling chain. She tends to kind of lead with that, whether it's me controlling her or not. Alright, we got some valuables, some materials. Alright. Let's press on, shall we?
According to my research, the ancient elves may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
What is this thing? The lesser shade. Let's go. Yeah, it's toast. Who's this? Miris?
And Iran Atishan. I did not expect to see another Dalish blood here. My name is Miris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
I would say so. What are you doing out here exactly?
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
Yeah, we can do that.
It sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead.
Yeah, lead the way.
Thank you for joining me. I do not think I could have done this alone.
What took you away from your clan?
They were all killed by a demon that our keeper was foolish enough to summon.
Let's get to it. Hello, an apostate staff schematic. That could be interesting. Hey, Cassandra, can you get over here and deal with this guy? Okay, good.
3 eggs, a canary, and a soggy biscuit.
Are we to know what that means?
That joke I was telling you where I couldn't remember the end bit? So the man says, 3 eggs, a canary, and a soggy biscuit. Not bad, right?
Yeah,
If somewhat
yes.
blasphemous.
It's funny.
Uh-oh. This is not going to be a good scenario, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the Veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
There. If we activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
Which we've done. But is that... Okay, this is like the... This is kind of a small place, but... Look, are you good to go here now? Can we leave you? I guess we can. This letter was found on a body. Stronghold of the apostate mages. Let the fools in Redcliffe play the good mage as they always do. We know the truth. This world is ours to conquer, and every worthless peasant who threw a stone, every Templar who glared in disappointment at our harrowing deserves to know it. Follow the trail to the Witchwood and find your brothers. An unsigned letter, the scratched handwriting almost too sloppy to read. Huh. What is that noise? Excuse me. So, was that all to do with Solus as well? I guess so. It's very interesting, because he didn't really have much to say about it. And I can't really talk to him about it either. That is quite interesting. Okay, well, I'm not going to run around the hinterlands right now. What I'd like to do is maybe go and look for this Blackwall. Since we're in the hinterlands, we'll look for Blackwall because he's here, apparently. Let's see. The Lone Warden, one of Liliana's agents, reported a man calling himself Blackwall, dressed in full Grey Warden regalia, and last seen traveling through the Ferelden hinterlands with so many wardens disappearing in the wake of the Divine's death. This... let's see. This Blackwall should be questions. Okay. Well, let's do that, shall we? And actually what we could do... Do we have anything we need to do along the way? Not really. Got merchants. We could try and take care of the bandits, perhaps. But I'm really interested in this Blackwall, so let's just go to him. Can we not just travel to this camp? I guess not. Alright. When you take a second to look at all the detail around here, like, it's pretty...
Bandits ahead!
Where? Okay, so it's the camps that we can travel to, not these things, I guess.
do you mean?
Under protection of the Inquisition. I never noticed that prior. That's cool.
No, they don't.
It's just what I heard.
We all did.
Later then.
It's good to see that the discipline, even though we're not here to kind of demand it, everybody seems to be preparing for battle in each of their own individual ways. Hey, you know what? We've got a camp nearby, it looks like, that we could probably establish. Beautiful.
As good a place as any to camp.
Couldn't agree more.
Nothing to report, sir.
Map to a waterfall. Okay. Find the spot marked on the map. Is it going to be mapped on here as well? Let's check this out. Find the spot marked on the map. So I don't know that it is actually marked. I think it's something we would have to keep our eye out for. Let's take a look at it again. So besides some pillars, there's like a waterfall off to the left. This could be like a bridge, I guess. This looks like water. And then there's a waterfall like on the side of it. Okay. I mean, would this be it? I don't think that it would be. How am I supposed to get around here? I could potentially go around this way. I don't think this is the right way to do it. Not at all. Well, how'd they get up there so easy?
Excuse me?
Excuse yourself. Whatever you said and what I did, same difference to me.
I'd hoped, well, our people can sometimes feel the rhythm of the language, despite lacking the vocabulary.
Uh-huh. Know what else is good? Words that mean things. Like these. Words.
Then heed his Lhasa.
I don't really get his humor, unfortunately. Is this too... No? Okay. It's not too deep. Got like a landmark here. Saga of Tyrda, Bright Axe, Avar Mother. Tell the tale of Tyrda, Bright Axe, Mountain Maker, Spirit's Bride. Free her people, forged in fastness, made in mountains hardy. Hide, wise in wisdom, calm in counsel, great in gifts, her grateful guests. Sacrifice she did to spirits, took their teachings, followed quests. Bright her axe, unbreaking crystal, stirred to flame when temper flies. Gifted from the leaf-eared lover, laughing lady of the skies. Bested blades of all who tried. Maiden spurning all requests, Tyrda, Bright Axe, Dreamer's eyes, Avar Mother of her making.
Make this a fight, not us.
I'm looking for a Blackwall here, guys. And this is him, it looks like.
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall. Warden Blackwall.
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said...
Whoa.
That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come.
I'm on board. Yeah, we just crushed them.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
Well, I gotta say, greetings are probably in order here.
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Okay. Then where are the Wardens?
So where are the rest of you?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
The treaties actually sound pretty powerful.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
And where do you think the Wardens might go?
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they return to our stronghold at Weishaupt. That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
And why is it that you've stayed behind?
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive, but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
You're not really telling me a whole lot, are you?
You're no help. I'm no further ahead than I was.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
That would be fantastic. Do you think you're able to do it alone, or do we need more wardens?
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed.
Ha! I like you.
Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
Yeah, we'll absolutely take you, and having the additional tank or replacing our current one could actually be of benefit depending on what he's got going on.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Okay, so let's keep Sarah for now. Let's bring out Blackwall as our current warrior, and since Solus is done, let's bring out Vivienne and see how this crew goes. Shall we? Utilize the Grey Warden Treaties operation available. So we've got a bit of behind-the-scenes stuff we need to do here. Vivienne, we need to level up 8 points. Blackwall, we need 8 points. And Sarah, she's good. I'd like to check out what kind of weapons they both have first. Blackwall's got Mercenary Lord Blade, which is pretty cool. The Claymore, again, would be two-handed if we wanted to use it. What kind of shields does he have here? A reinforced shield, 7 armor rating, front, 30% front defense, 3% melee defense. It's not great, but we don't actually have a better shield for him right now. But we do have a couple of other things here, like this. So he's got 3% armor penetration, which I guess in theory does equate to a higher amount of damage. It's interesting. I don't know that it would make up to what we're getting on this Ferelden Captain Longsword, though. I think I'm going to switch him out to this one. I think that's what we're going to do there. And then with Vivienne, she's got a Disciple Ice Staff. 31 DPS. But I think I've pretty much got Lightning on lockdown. Yeah, you know what? It's better than what we have. And it's got critical damage bonus. It's nothing great, but it's okay. But now, let's see. So we've got Blackwall with Weapon and Shield. We could go Shield Wall, or we could even just invest in a lot of other things as well. Like, we could give him this this grappling chain. Or Vanguard. So protect their allies and make themselves the biggest target on the battlefield. When enemies take the bait, Vanguards pick them apart with brutal precision. I actually think he might be great for this. You taunt all nearby enemies with a shouted challenge, gaining extra guard for each enemy affected. Let's grab that. Let's grab challenge. Basically, I want him to be able to absorb damage. Can't kill with the can't hit. You get a bonus to your maximum guard. Yep. You slam into your enemies, increasing your guard and knocking them down as you break through their lines. Guard provides protection from incoming attacks by granting additional health. Guard must be broken before a target will take damage. So that's good. Trust the Steel. You know how to make the most of your equipment, gaining a bonus to armor when you have active guard. 20% armor bonus and increased constitution. And then maybe what we do is we take our remaining points. I do want to give him grapple. And then we go into maybe weapon and shield a little bit here. Blocking incoming attacks the cost of stamina. Each block adds to your guard, which we're kind of building up anyways. And then we could even go extra into that if we wanted to. Flanking. Yeah, let's go extra into and grab Chevalier's or Kevalier's step. And then for Vivienne, looks like she... I mean, we saw her, like, freeze the guy, but I don't know that she's actually better in one area than another. I don't think it actually matters. So in terms of her abilities, I mean, we could go Spirit with her. She'd kind of be like our protector. You create a shimmering protective barrier that acts as a temporary additional health. The barrier decays naturally over time. So I know Solas has like a little bit of this. Your Aura of Tranquility makes enemies less likely to attack you in battle, even when you damage them. I like that for her. Guardian Spirit. Protective barrier springs into place around you automatically when you're badly injured. Probably a good idea. It's really just all about de-aggro, which is kind of cool. I'm going to use Dispel. When you or your allies have an active barrier, the beneficial energy invigorates them and helps them recover mana or stamina more quickly. This is actually a really good tree for like the whole party. It's really good. Gives you Mind Blast. You summon spirits to heal fallen allies in the area, getting them back on their feet and fighting again. I like that. In Strength of Spirits, your barriers draw on the magic to the fade to absorb more energy before depleting. Barrier bonus. So yeah, this is kind of cool. Let's build her out this way. I kind of just have to experiment, but this could be really interesting. So we now have a pretty solid tank in Blackwall. We've got not necessarily a healer, but she can put up protective barriers, dispel things. And then we've got our rogue with Sarah, who is quite powerful herself. And then we've got me, who can kind of deal damage from further back. But very cool that we have Blackwall with us now. I'm thinking next I'll probably go and grab these others as well. I don't know about seeing red. We could potentially go and do that. The worst of it sings like the shard that drove his brother mad. Varric would take no small pleasure in destroying those. Locate and destroy. So I don't know who that's going to lead to necessarily, but it could be interesting. But this Iron Bull sounds cool to me as well. A Kunari warrior known as the Iron Bull is offering aid. And then we have a lot of other things to do. So we'll see. Thanks, guys, again. We'll see you in the next episode. Say hi to Blackwall. Bye.